Your shirt's disappearing.
That's cool.
You're like the headless wonder.
I am. It looks like velvet.
Yeah, it's pretty fantastic.
But mine doesn't say rock star like your shirt.
Yeah.
So,
just in case you were confused.
Yeah.
He is a true rock star.
So my first question for you is, when did you realize you wanted to be a singer-songwriter?
I think probably, I don't know, about a year and a half ago, most likely.
Really?
I've been playing for a while and singing for a little while, but never really I never really wanted to bring it to the masses, I guess. So this is
I never would have guessed, by the way, how polished your sound and vocals are, that you've only been doing it for about a year and a half.
Well, as a singer-songwriter stuff, kind of going on doing stuff.
And so my next question, how long have you been playing the guitar for?
I lose track of that all the time, but usually I base it on about as long as I've been married, so about 12 years.
12 years? Congratulations on 12 years of marriage.
Thanks.
That's awesome. And I remember one time I saw you at Heart 5. I noticed you're barefoot, and you're also barefoot playing today. Is there a particular reason?
It distracts me, actually. Like, if I have keys or anything in my pockets or anything in my feet or watches, I lose my place. It's
Really?
I don't know what it is. Like those track guys when they're running, if they have nothing on them, the better they are.
Right, less wind resistance.
Yeah.
So I guess
So-
you're playing the guitar less resistance.
Now, I played before with my shoes on and totally lost and confused. And my wife is like, "Your shoes." I'm like, "Oh, my shoes." I take them off, and all of a sudden, I was fine.
Well, everyone has a thing. And I also noticed on your website you have Urban Banditos. Is that your backup band? Because I noticed on your tracks you have a bassist, guitarist, and another group of people. Is that?
That's one of the many names I give my band.
Oh, okay.
I change it on them all the time. We've had like Pets on Meds. I think we went with like Brokeback Buddies once. Whatever we can come up with. I think right now we're going with Arizona Orange Grove is what I think we're going to shoot for now.
Okay. And so they go. You normally play solo, or is it just kind of vary depending?
Well, it depends on where I play at. A lot of times I play solo. A lot of times I'll have my bass player and my guitar player play with me too. We played at Plush not too long ago, and they played with me. And it's pretty neat because the electric guitar and the bass and just adds a whole lot more feel.
And you still will play your acoustic with that?
Yeah, I'll still do acoustic.
Oh,
and I'll
nice.
do a mandolin sometimes too.
Oh, I didn't play. We had a band on that played a mandolin, but that's really neat to.
Do you like REM?
Yes, I do like it. Is that okay?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good, all right?
Tim, Tim loves REM. You just won you're even more of a rock star now to
I've been
him.
in REM since I was 9.
9 years old.
I ask everybody that. I asked the last guy that came on, was wearing a Pantera shirt, playing a mandolin. He didn't like REM though.
Yeah.
So he's not allowed back, is that?
Comment. And, what have been some of your most memorable shows so far?
Let's see. I've been really playing more and more in like the last 6 months as I really started playing stuff. But like I guess one of the main memorable shows is really my first outside in Tucson thing was like last December. It was at the Hut. Derek set it up, and it was one of those acoustic Sunday deals, whatever. But it was inside too. And it was like a Christmas thing too, so I had to do some stuff. I had a good time with it. I forgot 2 or 3 songs right in the middle of it, but I wasn't too worried about that part. That part worked okay.
Well, good. And are you planning to tour anytime soon? I noticed that you have a CD out. Are you gonna try and get a tour together, or?
I might. If I get some movement on it, I probably will. Obviously, that takes some planning for it. The CD I have right now is an EP CD, so it's 6 songs, kind of I don't want to say demo quality, but it really is just me and not with a lot of other band members into it quite yet.
Okay, did you record it yourself?
No, I had a LAT studio help me.
Oh, nice.
And I'm looking at getting a full album with all sorts of bells and whistles in it, and hopefully towards the end of the year, beginning of next year.
Oh, well, that'll be good. And can someone purchase your EP right now?
Yes, they can go up on CD Baby.
CD Baby?
You can get it there, or you can just go to my website. I have joshuabutcher.com. There's some links on there as well.
So if you guys like what you hear, purchase the CD. And what are most of your songs about when you write I wouldn't say ex-girlfriends because you're married, so I can't use that one. But are they like political, just sort of how you're in a moment, a memory, or how do you write your songs?
I don't know. I would call it like a sin and providence, really. Like just through different aspects of life. Sometimes walking in providence, sometimes walking in sin, really. Kind of both stuff. Where just kind of like the struggles and decisions you have to think about. Most of it's done kind of first person wise, really introspective, but it's not always about me at all. Sometimes it's kind of come up with stuff that has nothing to do with me.
And then people are like, "Oh, are you really sad?" No,
yeah, exactly.
I just wrote a song. Well, you said that you were, in turmoil. No, do you get that? Like people kind of ask you about certain songs. and you're like, it's not me.
Well, I'll be told to like kind of paint a picture, and of course you can't help but picture whoever's singing it must be their picture and stuff like that.
Right.
And it's just not always the case. I write some songs about heartbreak and stuff like that, and
You're married.
yeah, I'm pretty happily married. But it's been not like I've never been heartbroken, but it's a long
Right.
time ago.
Which Missy, his wife, is in our studio audience member.
Yeah, she's one of
Yay!
many.
Thanks for
One of
coming.
many.
One of many. We have so many.
Not many wives, but one of many.
One of the many
Yeah.
audience members. And did any band or artist change your life? If so, how?
Yeah, definitely. I'd say Patty Griffin's by far the most influential artist, really, for me. If you haven't heard her, she just folk, beautiful music. Like the Dixie Chicks do a lot of her songs,
Oh, okay.
and she influences a lot of people. And like every time I play out anywhere, I always do like one of her songs. Mm-hmm. And just definitely has very influenced me pretty heavily, and that side of it. But there's like Peter Gabriel, and there's a lot of other people that have really heavily influenced as well. But
She's the one. And I noticed that on your MySpace it said that you were singing around in churches. Were you just sort of doing solos, or were you in part of a choir?
actually, I was one of the music leaders pretty much for about 8 years in our church, where we just kind of led it, and the head singer pretty much for it, and we'd have different people kind of do different stuff.
Okay.
And so I had done that for a long time, I guess 8 or 10 years, and don't do it anymore. But that was a long time ago. Well, not that long ago, I guess now. But I don't do it anymore. I actually kind of quit all that, and so I can actually pursue more of the singer-songwriter stuff. And I don't want to do like church music by any stretch of the imagination. So I just kind of just do different stuff and kind of lay it out there.
And is music your only job? Playing music?
No. I also work I'm a technical instructor. I teach computer stuff.
Is that fun?
It can be.
Sometimes
Yeah.
people have no
I like
idea what
it, I
a
like
computer is. They're a mouse.
No, I usually teach people that are already pretty established in the thing, and I train them to be more kind of like a drill sergeant, really. I'm more mean than I am fun. But that's the time.
And do you have any how would you describe your music to someone that has never heard you before?
I know I go all over the place with that. I'll go with folk, acoustic rock. No matter what I do, people say I'm country, and I can't seem to avoid that.
It's just a twang. It's
Yeah,
just a slight
that's
twang.
what
but,
it is.
But I can see why someone would say country, but I definitely see folk and, just the way your voice is. Mm-hmm. Which is a very, very nice voice. Do you, did you professionally train it, or did you just sort of opened your mouth and realized that you had a voice?
That's pretty much it.
Nice. And do you do the whole lemon and tea before you go on stage for concerts and
No, I don't think I've ever done that.
Really?
Usually just whatever I can get hold of.
beer?
Yeah, jelly or Black Russian or something.
Oh, Black Russian. What's in Black Russian?
Just Kahlua and vodka.
Oh, I didn't know that. I learn something new every day.
Yeah.
And what was CD? I just totally messed up that line. What CD were you listening to on your way over here?
What was I listening to? My mind is gone blank. I think. Oh, I know what it was. It was Tom York, the singer from Radiohead. He just released his album.
Ooh, how is that?
Oh, it's good times.
Is
Good
it?
times for sure.
Because I heard like snippets of it, and people are giving him a hard time about it. But I'm sure anything he does.
He's a
is-
genius. Any way you look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, he can just be garbage. People will love it. I mean, he's a genius.
Yeah.
Any way you look at
Oh,
it.
good.
Real
Because
brilliantly thought out and just elaborate. Really nice.
I haven't heard anybody that's heard it yet, so I'm excited because I want to go buy it really bad. And what do you? What can I say? What are 5 albums that you cannot live without? Like you have to have
5 albums.
5 albums.
That's hard to say too, because I get an album and I put it on my computer and then I make compilations of stuff and just kind of hold on to them. But I had Peter Gabriel, so that did a lot for me as far as an album go. I'm going to say I don't know which Patty Griffin album because I really have piled them together at this point. Mm-hmm. So I don't know, one of those. I like quite a bit. 5 of them though, huh? There was an old Delamitri album I'm always listening to, which I love quite a bit, which I don't know if they even play anymore. I do any stuff. There's a Tragically Hip album.
Tragically Hip. I haven't heard them in a long time.
Yeah, I remember as a kid I wanted to go see them, but I wasn't old enough, and they were in town, and I had to wait outside. Get out of here, kid. And I just had to wait out front. It was kind of sad.
Aww. Aww.